Hello, familia. Welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Instagram there daily. And of course, welcome back to all these goodies. I'm also here on YouTube Shorts daily too. Like, hello. I'm drinking my cafecito. I started on vlog 31 today and I'm excited because you guys wanted to see this so badly, so let's do it. I did my skincare a while ago, like an hour ago, because I was waiting really for Sephora to open. So let's prime the skin with, one size is my jam. This primer is a very mattifying primer and it does blur the skin a little bit, but I know this foundation is supposed to be like a blurring of all blurring. We'll definitely see how it works. I need to put a headband on. This shade I've never tried before. The only thing with Huda Beauty's shades, I've never really been able to find my exact tone. I figured this is Huda Beauty's tone actually. It's a golden neutral that may work. No sé. But let's see. Golden. I just feel like Huda Beauty's foundations run really warm. I see it oxidizing a little bit and it's oxidizing to the neutral tone. Okay. I like to touch. It has texture. It's a little thick. This is supposed to be a niacinamide foundation. Let's see. It has texture. That means we're gonna have some coverage. Oh, okay. It's gliding very nicely, especially under that primer. Okay, I like how it looks. And with this primer, it's really telling because not every foundation really works well with this primer. I kind of like because it's always like that element of surprise. Blending well like this as I'm placing it with my finger. I could kind of see this like airbrush look. Definitely looks good. It oxidizes a little more neutral than what we originally see. It's a little golden. I get my damp sponge and just press this in. It kind of reminds me of her original foundation, the faux filter, just in a thinner way, a little more movable. I always used to get complimented on my skin when I wore that foundation. Damn, this looks good. Okay, blur. It's pretty smooth and hydrating. It looks good. What do you think? I like the shade. It looks very smooth. It is coming up a little bit on my nose, but it's the primer. It's not the foundation. What I like to do is just kind of add a little more. What happens that I've noticed with this primer, if you let the foundation dry down on your skin and then blend it, it dries onto your skin quickly. So you just have to move faster. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm most surprised about is the texture. It's pretty thick. You see, look at this dry spot. Primer will give you like these dry spots, but it's okay. We're trusting the process. Info about this foundation, and then let's see. The new Huda Beauty Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation with Niacinamide retails for $37. It comes in 29 shades. I'm in the shade Macchiato 400G. This is a lightweight, medium to buildable coverage foundation that's non-comedogenic and ultra blurring for an airbrushed finish. Highlighted ingredients is 1.5% niacinamide that smooths and refines the look of uneven texture and tone. Silica that is pore blurring results in a natural airbrush finish. I purchased mine at Sephora. But look, we have a bit of a glow, a little hydrating look, which, okay. I mean, we should because it does have niacinamide. Let me add some around my mouth, just whatever remains on my hand. These are just the areas that foundation turns to fade. My first impressions right now, it adheres well, which lets us know it's gonna last, but we don't know until the wear test. The color's good. I don't know, I feel like we can get a little cooler for the neutral in me, but it's okay. It's currently 10:30. As you know, I like to let my foundations dry down. It helps with longevity. I also like to show you how it dries down. So let's give it about 10 minutes. If you have 1 minute, 2 minutes, as long as you give it a little bit of time, I promise you, your makeup game is a step better. Okay, BRB. I'm back. I think it's been 15 minutes, right? You see, we have that hydrating look. Pigment is there, very, very pigmented. We know that's how Huda Beauty is. Her products are always very pigmented. This does adhere very well. Let me add concealer, I'll be back. Let's set the skin with One Size Ultra Peach Powder. I'm going to set lightly because we do have the primer and we're seeing that this foundation does adhere. I don't want to set the skin too much so we can see how the foundation works. I have oily skin, so I do have to set. So I'm going to press this powder in, making sure I'm not moving any of the product that I have. half. Just use that amount of powder that I showed you. The skin looks good. Good coverage. No patches, no anything. It sets well. That's always a good sign, you know? So let's finish up the face. I'll be back. We're just gonna do that. I have a little bit of separation here. Not separation, but it's a little bit lifted. And it's probably just the primer. The primer is probably way, way too dry. That's the point of the review, is to trial and error type different primers. Oh, hold on. There's like a spot here. It looks pretty good. I'm definitely matte. Both the doing of the primer and the foundation. The most surprising thing about this foundation for me is how thick it is. Like, the texture really reminds me of the original Full Filter. It definitely glides a little bit more, and it's a little more hydrating, especially due to that niacinamide. By the way, my eyes are this palette right here. I use this shade, and a little bit of this shade in the inner corner. I love this palette. I have a discount code. I keep using it because it's literally like an everyday palette. Look. And my eyeliner is Fenty. I don't know where I put it. In Big Truffle. I will link everything for you. And my lip combo, I wanted to change it up a little bit. The Laura Mercier Luxurious Mauve and Rare Beauty and Fun. It's cute, right? Let's meet in front of the window. Okay, familia, look. Damn, this skin looks so smooth. This is what I was telling you right here. Skin looks nice and smooth. Look, what do you think? It's really adhering to the skin well. As I look at it right now, I'm like, damn. Okay, let's see how it wears. I'm back. It is 8:38. We've had this on for about 10.5 hours. I got some footage for you though at around, oh my god, I forgot now, 5:30 I think. It definitely was a lot oilier and radiant, more than I anticipated, especially because of the texture of this foundation. But the skin was looking good. Skin warmth was definitely in full effect. You see how the primer and the foundation are really working together at this point. This looks good. Like, you see the sides look very well put together. The front looks good. I am radiant. You know, I'll always be radiant because I don't touch up. Here is the other side. Why do I feel like this side looks better than this side? We're fading a little bit here. No, there's no separation at all. You usually want to check around this area because this is where we eat, and my nose is really where it gets the oiliest. I'm pretty surprised how sort of greasy I am. A feeling that the primer just didn't work the best with this primer. I'm just not completely convinced, but let's touch up and see if anything pulls. Oh wow, nothing's pulling. You can kind of tell because this foundation adheres very well. When a foundation adheres well, it's always a good sign that it's going to last long. It really depends how it's going to last. In this case, I feel like it is lasting well. I have some separation here. That separation's been there the whole time. It's because of the primer, I believe. Am I ecstatic about it? Not really, but I don't look gastada, so that's always a good thing, you know? Most importantly, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. I'm back, ready for day 2. Look, I have a dent right on my forehead, my bucket hat I wear when I run. Today, we are not gonna use primer. Let's see how it goes. Look, the bottle gets very messy, drips a lot. Yeah, you see, that's just something to, you know, look at. And I'm going to use my favorite Smashbox brush to paint this on. This will allow us to have and get thin layers. It allows to get really close to your brows, get all the nooks and crannies of your face. And as we saw, this dries a little fast, but I think today it may not because we don't have primer. It does have a scent. It's not fragrance at all. I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna get my It Cosmetics brush. It just released a new Love is the Foundation brush. I just bought it. I'm so excited to use it. I will link it down. This particular one is not available. I always link whatever It Cosmetics has available. So I'm just gonna pounce. Look at, not this dent. It's definitely smoothing, because this is one of the main things Huda Beauty was talking about, how smooth this is. And look, you can really see it. I feel like you could see it more today just because it's on bare skin. Okay, not bad. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, I didn't buy the primer because when it comes to makeup lately, I want to be very specific what I buy. I just don't want to buy every single thing when I'm not going to either review it or use it, because it's so expensive, and I do buy a lot of my makeup, although I get a ton of PR. I also wanted to see how this works without primer and a primer I would typically use, which has been the one side. And typically primers of the same same brand are made to work well with their product. Always feel like I like to change it up for you because not all of us have all of Huda Beauty makeup. Some of us have a NYX primer and want to use the Huda Beauty foundation, you know? So that's also another reason why I don't review products that match one another unless I'm doing like a full face of one brand. I feel like this is how it should look. This is bare skin. Foundation that adheres well works pretty well without primer. I mean, primer will always help. That's always going to help the situation out. But if you don't like primer, if you don't wear primer, I feel like this type of foundation also could thrive without primer. Oh my God, I'm forgetting like my nose right here. Okay, see how everything's nice and blended together well? That's what we want to see. Okay, Huda, I'm gonna go make my coffee. I need it so badly today. It is 9:17. I'm back. How long has it been? Ooh, okay, it's not as dry as yesterday. Look at this hair. It's kind of bothering me, but I think it's new growth. I've been taking some supplements. It's adhered to the skin, but it's not dry. I'm liking this better. I'm gonna build a little. I think a hydrating primer would work. Something like this or the Cali Ray primer. A mattifying primer, the one like one size, very particular. Like it's not for everyone. I don't think everyone would like it and not every foundation works great with it. Let's let this dry. Started making my coffee differently with different milk. I'm vlogging it for you. It's gonna be in this vlog, vlog 31. Girl, it's bomb. I was thinking I haven't been buying lattes because no one makes them like me. I've been buying Phil's coffee, and Phil's coffee is more like a drip coffee, but they're specialized drip coffees. They have like a bunch of flavors that I love so much. If you watch the vlogs, you know my obsession with Phil. Okay, it builds well. I like that. If you want to build your foundation because you may have acne scars, discoloration, or you just like coverage, let your foundation dry a little bit and then build. Because if your foundation's wet and you're building, it's gonna just move everything underneath around because it hasn't had time to dry. Let's set the skin with the Laura Mercier Rose Shade Setting Powder. You guys know this is the oldie but goodie. I'm going to really press it in today. I will set a little bit more today because we don't have primer. By doing pressing motions, you're going to get the best result with your wear. I didn't think it was going to feel as dry, which I like personally. See how everything's smooth? There's no patches of wetness or anything, which helped that we let the foundation dry down. Okay, Huda, you're convincing me. Okay, for real. What am I gonna do? I'll finish up my face. Like the way technology has been testing me the last few days. Oh, here we are, but this makeup's looking good. So my eyes again is this. I did the same thing. My lip, ooh. Tower 28 and Draw Me and ABH Peach Amber. Okay. I love how the blush and bronzer went on. It went on super smoothly. I don't feel like we were as smooth yesterday, but it's a little blurred. That's one of the main things that Huda Beauty says, is that we get a natural filtered like blur. I see it. With oily skin, pores tend to look bigger. Let's go in front of the window so you can see how it looks in daylight. I'm kind of liking day 2 a little better, you know? Skin. Ooh! This looks good. Look at this. I like how we have a bit of a hydrating look today. Just a little glow. A little glow, a little glow. Today it's giving more natural look, but it's very pigmented and it adheres and it's blurring. What do you think? What do you think? Do you see a difference today versus yesterday? See? See, let me know. Familia, I'm back. It is, let's say it's 7 o'clock. We've had the foundation on for 10 hours. You know, I got some footage for you a couple of hours ago to show you, and the skin looks pretty good considering we don't have primer on. I have oily skin. This has niacinamide, and it was really, really hot today. It's definitely oily and radiant because I got oily skin, but look, no separation at all. I really like how the foundation performed today with no primer. It adheres to the skin very, very well, which is very telling for a foundation to last long because it has a thicker texture that adheres to the skin, but that niacinamide keeps your skin very glowy and hydrated, so you'll never really look matte unless you mattify your skin like we did yesterday. Therefore, I really, really like it. I think it works out well. It is a little bit different from the full filter. The texture feels the same. In actuality, it looks very, very different. And I didn't mention the price is under $40, and at this point, anything any high-end makeup under $40 is a steal, so I love that. It's $37. I don't look gastada. I think I just need to do a little tap and I'm good to go. This is a yes for me. I like it. I love Huda Beauty. You know, she's amazing. And this is it, fam. Let me know your thoughts. I will tag and link everything down below for you. And I love you so, so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.